Welcome into Galena Sports Live. My name is Cooper Grant. Alongside me, my partner Cole Grant. And tonight, your Galena Bulldogs take on the visitor Girard Trojans. Tonight, another CNC match. Now, week 3 of Friday Night Lights here. The Bulldogs back at home for the second time this season, trying to be victorious for the first time this season. It's going to be an uphill climb tonight. Some injuries, a lot of things still to figure out on both sides of the ball. We'll talk about more of those things coming up. Just wanted to let you guys know Galena Sports Live is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital and Orthopedics in Galena, an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs right here in Southeast Kansas with all private rooms and spa-like surroundings. Learn more at mercy.net or call 620-783-1732. So there's your guys' presenting sponsor. Make sure and go check them out. I'm going to start off with some area matchups. We have Baxter Springs taking on Afton. The Columbus Titans will take on Coffeyville Field Kinley. Frontenac takes on Bishop Ward as Bishop Ward makes the long travel down 69 to take on the Raiders. And Parsons will take on Iola tonight. So there's a couple games around the area. You can catch the Baxter Springs game over on Baxter Springs Sports Live, and Columbus Sports Live will have the Columbus game tonight. We'll keep you guys posted with some scores, but we're going to be all focused on this one as it should be a good one. Both teams graduating a lot of seniors, so both teams are fairly young. The Bulldogs will be without one of their star players, and Zane Turner, who's Mr. Do-It-All in the safety position and lining up in the backfield and at wide receiver. He can really do it all. The Bulldogs will miss him tonight, but it'll be interesting to see what kind of other players they can get involved in the offense. Jack Perry will definitely need a big game. All things we'll talk about as we continue this pregame show, brought to you by Williams Diversified Materials. So we'll continue it, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. You're watching Bulldog Football on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the four-states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at J. Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
what would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter, male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers, we have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
So welcome back to the Diversified Materials pregame show here on Galena Sports Live. Catch all the Galena Sports Live athletic events here. Stay up to date on all our broadcasts at varsitysportslive.com. Full broadcast lineup, stories, and more are at varsitysportslive.com. Up to 10 broadcasts per night, live local sports in Southeast Kansas with Varsity Sports Live. So last week, the Bulldogs were down in Quapaw, Oklahoma, and took a tough loss. Doors really blew off in the second half. It was 0-0 going into the locker room, and was really impressed with the defense and how well they did. They couldn't get anything on offense, and once that second half started, it almost feels like that third quarter took longer than the whole first half, and
it was a long third
there just wasn't much defense. Quapaw was going back and forth. Galena, Zane Turner had that 52-yard run to start the third quarter and got the Bulldogs on the scoreboard first ultimately, and then that just opened the scoring gate, and about halfway through the third quarter, Bulldogs star Zane Turner went down, and the offense defense didn't really look the same. So you wonder what kind of things they worked on this week at practice. Cole, what did you see that you liked last week, and some things that you think they worked on at practice this week?
I mean, I really did like the defense the first half, because like you were saying, it was 0-0 going in. The offense had a lot of things that I would say probably need to be worked on. I mean, there was 2 interceptions that first half. There was, just not a lot of offensive gain the whole first half. And then they come out the third quarter, Zane Turner goes and scores, brings up a lot of hope. But then after he went down, both offense and defense, just like you were saying, just did not look the same. And that's because Zane Turner is a standout player on both sides. Like, without him, it's definitely a more rough game. But it allows Jack Perry to he was throwing the ball a lot more without Zane Turner there to run it. And you could see he was starting to gain his confidence a little bit, started gaining his footing. And I really did like that. I think that Jack Perry can be good at the quarterback position with throwing the ball and things like that. He just needs to start building that confidence and getting more reps at.
Yeah, that's something we talked about last week in our pregame was that are we going to see Galena pass the ball more? They threw for 150 yards in week 1, and they were very efficient doing it. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think Jack Perry was 9 of 11 or 9 of 14, something around that number. They were very efficient. But last week, accuracy became an issue. Quapaw had some speed flying around making plays, and the passing game, they're going to have to open that up tonight if they want to beat a good Girard team. They have a lot of new faces, but this team's coached well by head coach Neil Philpott. They always come out ready to play, and they're used to winning after the last couple seasons. So Jack Perry, I do like the Bulldogs throwing the ball. Just going to have to dial that accuracy in a little more tonight, and they're going to be without a couple weapons. Deontay Paul also out of this one.
And Casey Hopkins as well, which was he's a D-line player, and he played really well last game, basically getting through the O-line almost every single play, applying pressure. I mean, he had a lot of our tackles, so without him, it might be a little tough as well.
All right, with that, we're going to take our second commercial break, and we'll be back here in 3 minutes where we continue the Diversified Materials pregame show here on Galena Sports Live.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than Four States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena. Locally owned and rooted in our community, Four States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with Four States Smart Car. For seniors, Four States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. Four State Pharmacy, where your health and community come together in Galena. Check us out online at fourstatespharmacy.com.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Number 72. Welcome back to the Diversified Materials pregame show here on Galena Sports Live. You see the scoreboard there, 7 minutes till kickoff. We're going to talk about some key players tonight that are going to have to step up, make some big plays. So starting off on the defensive side of the ball, we know Devin Heddy, he's a leader on that defensive line, a very young D line with Connor Buckaloo, Braden Buckaloo, Jason Long a senior, but Jared Webster, but still two young guys on that line, and they showed progress last week where they're going to need to play big tonight for the Bulldogs, and Devin Heddy's going to be in charge of leading those guys. And then Jack Perry on the offensive side of the ball, he's really in charge of the game tonight. He's the quarterback, which quarterback's in charge, but he's a junior this year, so played a big role last year, took a leadership role in basketball, so we know he possesses it. He has a competitive mindset, and he wants to win. He has the mindset of a winner, and that's what you want in your quarterback, is somebody that wants to win and knows what's best for the team. So they're going to need a big performance from him on the leadership side tonight, and on the performance side, he's going to have a couple guys out there. Thatcher Botkin's going to have to play a big game. Brody McNemar, Coda Daniels, Caleb Burkhardt will play a big role tonight also. And for the Bulldogs, look to get that run game started. I'm going to kind of cut into some of these keys to the game, since we're going to take one more commercial break before this game starts. But we're going to talk about some keys to the game right now. I got run the ball aggressively and win the battle in the trench. It's going to be a real physical game. You know, Girard comes out. They like to play physical. They like to run the ball. Last year, we saw how much they run the ball. That's just kind of their blueprint, is running the ball. So you know we're going to see that tonight. So playing physical is really a big thing for the Bulldogs tonight. And then we already talked about the turnovers in the pass game. Limit those turnovers, because that's just free giveaways. And right now, Galena's offense has struggled. And if their defense can play solid and they can salvage a couple solid offensive possessions and get the momentum on their side, then that's big. But turnovers really shift the momentum tide of the game real quickly. You can even be up in the game, and a turnover, that can really hurt you. So limiting those turnovers is going to be a big thing. So we're going to step away our final commercial break before kickoff. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups for you guys in kickoff shortly after that. All that coming up on the Diversified Materials pregame show here on Galena Sports Live. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Dad, you need to go.
Really?
It's important.
I feel fine.
Look, you cannot mess around with this kind of stuff. Some cancers, man, we just don't want to lose you from something we could have caught.
What I need to do?
You just give your doctor a call. They'll tell you what screening test you need.
Fine. Can I have my pie now? Oh, man.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
So welcome back to the Diversified Materials pregame show here from Galena, Kansas. Week 3 action set to get underway. We're going to start off with some starting lineups for the visiting Girard Trojans. So sophomore number 2, Gannon Clark. Senior number 14, Jake Towner. Sophomore number 21, Aiden Ashbacher. Junior number 25, Levi Blair. Junior number 35, Mason Gilmore. Junior number 40, Scott Moore. Senior number 67, Caleb Combs. Senior number 71, Brandon Bishop. Senior number 72, Drake Coatsman. Junior number 73, Aaron DeBrava. And junior number 75, Zach Benzo. And for your Bulldogs, junior number 3, Jack Perry. Junior number 4, Thatcher Botkin. Junior number 14, Brody McNemar. Junior number 15, Coda Daniels. Sophomore number 23, Keegan Gabrielson. Junior number 24, Caleb Burkhart. Senior number 50, Devin Hetty. Senior number 52, Jason Long. Freshman number 55, Connor Buckaloo. Sophomore number 62, Braden Buckaloo. And senior number 69, Jared Webster. We're set for kickoff. This is going to be fielded at the 35. Botched around, not much room of where he fielded it. Guy fielding it there at 35-yard line was Mason Gilmore. There's a squib kick by Jack Perry. Zane Turner usually handles the kickoff duties, punting duties. They're without him tonight, so Jack Perry will have to do that.
I'm not sure if you said this, Cooper, but Galena won the toss and they decided to defer
Okay,
in a second. So
I was just about to ask you for that.
Yeah.
Trojans under center. It's going to go outside. Outside's Devin Hetty. He's going to rip him down. Not much there.
That's exactly
that was Mason Gilmore on the carry.
That's exactly what we need to see out of Devin Hetty all game, is him just breaking through the line and making as many tackles as possible, applying that pressure without Casey Hopkins there as well, because them two together were definitely a standout of last game.
Yeah, Devin Hetty can apply some pressure. We saw it last week in the first half, really leading that defensive line, showing them how it's done. That time made a good read. Towner was deciding whether he should keep it or pitch it out. He pitched it out, and Devin Hetty was there to make that run go for no gain. 2nd down and 10. Trojans, Towner under center. Takes a snap, drops back, looking right, throwing right. It's going to be caught near midfield. That's Gannon Clark with the reception. It'll be close to the first down marker. They're going to move the chains. It'll be a first down. Trojans, 10-yard pickup on the play. Gives the Trojans their first down of the game. Trojans will have Mason Gilmore in the backfield. Keeper by Towner as he takes it up the middle for about 5 yards. Bulls right ahead. Devin Hetty in there on the tackle. So you know this defense is really something they keyed on at practice this week. Second half there was 2 or 3 punt returns / kickoff returns. So even on special teams, limiting those big plays, they had issues with that week 1. This is a pitch outside. That's
game. They have a freshman kid.
And we both thought it might be their quarterback, but
I didn't get the starting line, so I didn't see who was.
They got Towner under center. He's a senior, and
that would make a lot more sense because we were kind of confused on that.
For Girard, they really returned a lot of that offensive line, a lot of veterans on that offensive line. This is going to be a handoff to Gilmore as he breaks a couple tackles down near the 20. He's going to have a first down. The Trojans have been moving these chains efficiently on this first drive. And they get near the red zone now, inside the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, Galena's not really making Girard really work for this one. You just kind of want to.
This is where you want to stop, interception, some kind of turnover, get the tide on your side. It's going to be Towner under center. Handoff up the middle and ripped down right away. That's going to be Jared Webster in on the tackle. Gilmore, the ball carrier on that play. He's going to pick up 2. It didn't look like it from here. Webster was there right away, but must have spun him forward a little bit. 2nd down and 7 from the Bulldogs' 17-yard line. First quarter action here from Galena, Kansas. Bulldogs 0-2. Coach Martin trying to get his first win. A high snap to Towner. Hands it off Gilmore. And he's going to be brought down and swarmed by some Bulldog defenders. Devin Hetty in there on the tackle. And Jason Long also in there. I believe Jason Long had the initial hit, but it'll be a first down.
That was a large gap for Gilmore to run through. That's kind of stuff you don't want to leave.
Yeah, and Girard, they're a big team up front with their lineman. Coatsman, pretty big guy on that line, can block multiple guys. So Bulldogs, you have to find alternative ways. It's going to be a pitch outside. Has the corner, and he's going to have a touchdown. Trojans, Levi Blair in the end zone. First touchdown of the game. Trojans strike first and make it 6-0 with 7:56 here in the first quarter.
I do apologize. That corner is the one spot we have a blind spot. And I wasn't able to get the camera for you to see it, but he just ran right in through the corner, not really untouched. So
we'll see if they attempt the extra point or if they're just going to go for 2. Blair gets Trojans on the scoreboard. Junior. Going to go for 2. Towner gives the handoff. And That's going to be Ashbacher with a touchdown. So Trojans convert on their first drive, get 8 points out of it, and the Bulldogs offense will come on with a 8-0 deficit. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live here. Trojans set to kick the ball off to your Bulldogs. Back deep for the Bulldogs is going to be Thatcher Botkin to return. Botkin has some speed and he's very quick. Look for him to make some plays tonight. That's Perrin Stevens who's going to kick it off for these Trojans. And Cole talked about it while we were off the air there a little bit, but Trojans didn't pass the ball once.
No, they passed it one time.
It was
the second play.
Yeah, it was a quick pass outside.
But other than that,
it was across the middle.
Yeah, it was across the middle, and he was wide open. Brought down right after.
Bulldogs set up shop after the return by Brody McNemar. It was muffed at first, but able to retain possession. They'll start at their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, but other than that one, they just really ran the ball, and I was kind of worried going into this game about the pass defense, but it seems like the run defense might be something to worry about as well.
Yeah, they're going to talk things over on the sideline. It's going to be Burkhardt in the backfield. Handoff goes to Burkhardt up the middle. Nothing there. He's going to be dropped right away. No gain on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 10. Perry's going to run over the sideline and get the play, and this Girard defensive line's a lot like their offensive line. A lot of the same guys. They're older guys, junior and senior, mostly on this line. And you can tell they're going to be physical, and they're going to make it hard on these Bulldogs to run. Quick pass outside. Botkin has some space. Comes near the sideline at the 40-yard line. He'll be near the first down marker. I think he's going to be marked out a yard short.
That was some speed from Botkin there. I didn't even know he had that in him right there.
That kind of reminds me of how they lined Zane Turner up. They put him out there in the little slot and just get the ball to him quick and let him make a play. And that's really something to think about. If you can get Botkin and Turner out there as two lethal weapons, then that could be a deadly little combo, and just finding different ways to get the ball to him.
Yeah, you can have one runner out in the wide
Harry,
receiver.
handoff up the middle. Botkin has the first down.
Wide.
He's going to be brought down.
Great job by the line there, making a wide open gap for Botkin to run straight through. He didn't really have much troubles at all.
Yep. Tackle on the play by Aiden Ashbacher. So the Bulldogs move the chain. See if they can keep doing it and answer with a score of their own. Coach Martin still looking to get his first win here as Bulldog head coach. Up the middle, Coda Daniels. He's going to be brought down at the 46-yard line. He'll pick up about 3 yards on that play. Positive yards there brings up a 2nd down and shorter, 2nd down and 7.
Galena have yet to go for a passing play, or at least a forward passing play. They lateraled it to...
that one out to Botkin.
Yeah.
Turned out to be a good play. See if they try and mix in more of those plays. Perry under center turn, handoff. Botkin tries to get around the right side. He's going to be wrapped up and brought down. It's going to be a loss on the play. That was Scott Moore, the Trojan junior on the team.
Yeah, it looked like number 72 kind of busted through the O-line about the beginning of the play and almost interrupted the handoff. You just want to get that snap back there as quick as possible to try to leave as much time for Bakken to get the ball.
Yeah, that's got to be scary as a quarterback. As soon as you hike it, you see that big defensive lineman coming at you. Perry rolls right, throws. It's going to be up in the air, and it's going to be picked off. That ball is really up in no man's land. And that was Aiden Ashbacher with the interception. So troubles last week with the interceptions. And there's another one, and it really comes when they're trying to throw the ball vertical down the field. Yeah. That time we saw it. And there's no big size mismatches. They're throwing it to Botkin. He's smaller frame out there, and his upside is his speed. So you want to figure out ways to get the ball out quick to him.
Most likely you're airing it out to him when he's more open because he's burning the DBs. But it's tough for sure. I think Jack Perry, a lot of times he's kind of forcing the pass, and he just maybe sometimes should just, take the sack. But
throw it away.
Yeah, throw it away or find something else to do with it.
Live to find another down. Handoff up the middle. That's going to be Jeremiah Davis as he's going down the right side into Bulldog territory, still running. And he's going to be tripped up and brought down. Brody McNemar at the tackle inside the 20-yard line. And the Trojans on their first play is set up inside Bulldog territory.
Great job on Brody McNemar on and the others of the Galena defense not give up on that one. Still chased him down, made the
touchdown saving play there.
Yep.
Trojans get up to the line of scrimmage. A little bit of motion. It's going to be a handoff. No, it's going to be a keeper by Towner.
That one got me. I followed the handoff with the camera. That's my bad.
Picked up 5 there. Probably weren't the only ones. But the Trojans will line up 2 receivers to the near side. Single back behind Towner. Handoff. Nope. Pitch outside. It's going to go to Ashbacher. Ashbacher's going to dive. He's going to be in the end zone, I believe. Yeah, now they call it a touchdown. So the Trojans are going to take the 14-0 lead as they extend their lead here in the first quarter.
And what I'm curious is, does Girard's coach give the quarterback kind of free reign with this? Or kind of an RPO?
We're going to be short.
Oh?
It's a touchdown.
Okay. But as I was saying, I'm kind of curious if the quarterback gets a lot of options with these, if it's kind of an RPO system where you can choose to either hand it off or keep it and lateral it to a...
Towner takes keeper up the middle. He's going to run right behind that offensive line, and he's going to get in for the 2-point conversion. That puts Trojans up 16-0. Here, it's still early in Galena, 4:02 to play in the first quarter. Bulldogs trail 16-0. We'll step away for 30 seconds. When we return, Bulldogs football. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than 4 States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena, locally owned and rooted in our community. 4 States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with 4 States Smart Car. For seniors, 4 States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. 4 State Pharmacy, where your health and community come together in Galena. Check us out online at 4statespharmacy.com.
There we go. Welcome back. Galena Sports Live here. Bulldogs not got off to the start they wanted, or that was quite planned, but they're going to get a chance to score here. It's going to be fielded by Botkin at the 15-yard line. Now he's going side to side, and a swarm of Trojan defenders meet him up near the 27-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 27. That's where the Bulldogs offense will set up shop. So Perry trots back out onto the field. It's now the second possession for the Bulldogs. First one ended in an interception back here in Girard territory. Quickly got into the end zone. It's going to be a handoff and brought down right away. That was Caleb Burkhart. Just had nowhere to run. There'll be a loss of yards on the play. Call it a 2-3 yard loss. Bulldogs at their own 24-yard line. And really, the run game, they haven't been able to get much going, so that's going to force them to have to pass. Just try and get something. Perry's going to pitch it outside, cut back and hit. Might have got a yard or two.
Seems kind of Girard kind of predicted what was going to happen as soon as they saw the lateral to Bakken. Even with the lead blocker, there was not much that the Bulldogs could do on that play.
Yeah, you can really tell the emphasis, what the Bulldogs want to do. They want to try and get the ball to Botkin because they know he's a playmaker. He has speed, and he can make plays.
Oh, it seems like they're lining up for a potential pass.
So they'll have trips to the far side. Single receiver to the near side. Burkhart, the lone man in the backfield. Perry rolls left. He's going to throw it up in the air for grabs. This one's going to be picked off, and it's going to be Ashbacher again. Ashbacher's still going, coming near the sideline, and Hetty's going to bring it down at the 40-yard line in Bulldog territory. So 2 offensive possessions, 2 turnovers already for these Bulldogs. Now they're going to have to figure out something to clean it up.
Yeah,
there's going to be, we're going to have a hold.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be on Galena. So there was a hold on the Bulldogs. So I thought for a second we might get an automatic first down, but it was on us.
Jack Perry really isn't forced to throw either. He's getting a lot of time in the pocket. The line's kind of holding the D line there. He's just kind of forcing the pass and trying to make those big plays.
Yep.
And it is something Galena needs. They need big plays in those kind of positions, but
those big plays are just jump starters to ignite a drive, but so far they've been drive killers.
Yep.
Rolling out's Towner. He's going to throw, has a man, first down and a little bit more, as that's Scott Moore who gets spun down near the 20-yard line. Caleb Burkhart in on the tackle.
You can kind of tell from here, Girard definitely does have the size on Galena.
Yeah,
almost every tackle, it's forward progression or it's forward gain. So they're tackling, getting a few more yards after they get tackled, if they get taken down. So
yeah, these Trojans have been getting what they want on offense so far. Certainly, we'll see if these Bulldogs can make a stand. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Flag comes in. Might be coming back. Yep, illegal motion on the Trojans. That'll bring this play back. So first down and 15. Bulldogs trail 16-0, 2:10 to play in the first quarter in this CNC matchup. Two teams have a lot of history with each other. So, yep. Trojans behind the chains to start this set of downs. And comes in motion. Towner's going to take the keeper hit right away. McNemar. And somehow Towner got away, but not for a gain at all. McNemar was in there to make the initial hit, and that was cleaned up. That defensive line broke through. Jared Webster was in on the tackle. I believe Braden Buckaloo was in there too.
That's one thing we saw a lot last game was against Quapaw. Galena was breaking through the line a lot and getting to the quarterback. The problem was they just weren't containing him, and he was making a lot of yards just getting past him on the blitz. So
yeah, making people miss and miss tackles, those can certainly hurt. So Trojans already behind the yard or the chains this drive. This is going to be a handoff off the right side. He's going to be hit up near the 28-yard line. So it's going to be a third down and long for the Trojans. Jared Webster in on the tackle for your Bulldogs. Big third down coming up.
Galena's definitely making work for this one.
It's probably 4-down territory, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see some kind of handoff here and just get closer. Generally don't see too many kicks in high school football, especially here in 3A. Tyler's going to look over the sideline, signal. Now he takes snap, handoff. Nope, keeper. Towner pitches it outside, and a nice tackle as that was Brody McNeamer coming in and making that play. Two big plays on this set of downs for McNeamer. And a 4th down and 10 is what the Trojans face. Trojans already up 16 as we reach the end of the first quarter. So we'll step away for a minute break. When we come back, Trojans face a 4th down and 10. Bulldogs need a stop. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
So welcome back. Second quarter action. Bulldogs not off to the start they would like, but they face a 4th down and 10. Their defense does, at least.
Yeah, they've held them to 5 yards and 3 downs. It's pretty good for Galena Bulldogs here.
Rolling out right is Towner. Towner looking, now throwing. It's going to be out of bounds and a turnover on downs. The Bulldogs defense holds. And they're going to get the football in Trojan territory, a long field to go.
But great way to start the second quarter.
Searching to get some points. Haven't been able to get that run game going, and the pass game has showed struggles. A lot of that carried over from last week.
I say Jack Perry's just getting them out. You know, those 2 interceptions, that's all he's allowed in this game. It's going to be good for the rest.
Nothing you can do now.
He's got to hold on hope, and you can only go up, so.
So Burkhart in the backfield, lined up directly behind Perry. Handoff will go to Burkhart off the left side. Breaks 1 tackle, and now he's going to rumble across the 25-yard line and brought down at the 27-yard line.
Great job, Burkhart. He was playing physical there.
Pick up a 3. Yeah, that's a physical run. What you want to see.
Yeah, that's one thing you've seen is you have Botkin with the speed and Burkhart with the power or the physicality. I mean, that's usually what we have Zane Turner for, but they're doing a good job kind of trying to substitute that.
I agree. Entirely cool. Rolls right. It's Perry. Now he's just going to pitch it to Burkhart. Burkhart trying to gain a little extra yardage, but not going to get much more. It'll bring up a 3rd down and short for Galena.
That was pretty good from Galena because, Usually it's been pretty predictable. They don't run the ball when they put trips to the left, but they still went for it there, and I don't think Girard was ready, and they got those yards.
Yeah, that pitch kind of looked like something Girard did. Their first couple possessions where Towner came out, and then he pitched it late, tried to get a defender to commit to him, and it looked a lot like it there from Perry. Smart play. Third down and call it 2. Third down and 2. Turn, handoff, up the middle. Burkhart, he's going to have the first down. So he brings it across the 35-yard line. And a fresh set of downs for the Bulldogs.
Great set of plays there for Galena Bulldogs.
A little bit more conservative play calling here after those interceptions. Just trying to get Jack Perry settled back in, calmed down. Because after those 2 interceptions, he's probably going a little bit crazy in the head. Like,
yeah,
what can I do? And
even the most level-headed players there, their morale is definitely going to be a little lower, but
definitely smart to use conservative play calling to try and gain some momentum back, some consistency. Turn, handoff, Botkin drilled right away. I don't think might have got back to the line of scrimmage there. Anthony Pike in on the tackle for Girard.
Yeah, they tried to send Botkin on the outside edge of the line. That's not really a spot you want to send somebody on a run. There was no lead blocker from what I saw.
So now a second down and 10. Under 10 minutes to play in the second quarter. Burkhart in the backfield. Trips receivers to the far side. Perry's going to pitch it. Dangerous play. One-handed by Burkhart. That could have been disastrous, but Burkhart made a good play. Wasn't a whole lot upfield. Third down and long for the Bulldogs in their own territory. Big play here.
If they get close, you imagine they go for it, but if they get in like 5, I would assume that they probably go for it, but I don't know.
Yeah, this is a tough spot to be in. Desperately needing this third down. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 to the far side. Quick pass out to Botkin. He's going to be hit right away. And Trojans read that right away. It's going to force the Bulldogs to punt now.
For sure.
It's going to bring up 4th and 9.
So 4th down, probably see Jack Perry do the punting as well. Zane Turner normally does the punting, but now you really see how big of a aspect Zane Turner is on this offense and even defense.
He pretty much does it all. He throws the ball, runs the ball.
Right, and they're desperately missing him right now. Line brought out and hit out of bounds near midfield. That was Aiden Ashbacher with the return. And that was Jason Long on the tackle.
Yeah, that was a good set of 4th downs. Galena did some things that I don't think the Girard Trojans were ready for and could read, especially when they lined up in the trips left and went for the run. It's usually been when they've been lining up, they've been throwing it. But I think that Girard's just reading Galena's offense, and it's kind of becoming a struggle, but nothing that a little halftime locker room can't fix, locker room talk.
And we've seen that when Galena gets behind the chains on first down, a run that goes nowhere, that kind of screws up that set of downs. We're going to have a timeout on the field by Girard. Head coach Neil Philpott for the Trojans calls their first time out of the half, so we'll take it with them, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bulldog Football on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
So welcome back here at Galena Sports Live. Bulldogs at home for the second time this season. 7:24 to play until half. Just wanted to remind you, at halftime, we'll have the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance halftime show here on Galena Sports Live, where we'll recap the first half, stats, other things like that. Here being Cole. Bulldogs will get second half kickoff. Right now, the Trojans offense back out on the field for the 4th time. They will start at midfield. Towner under center. And quick throw out to the left. It's going to be caught and eventually brought down. That was Devin Hetty on the tackle and Scott Moore with the reception. So that'll go for about a 6-yard gain on first down. Brings up second down and 4. Towner will take the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and he's going to be tackled near the first down marker. That was Caleb Burkhardt on the tackle. Handoff went to Junior Love.
Yeah, I mean, the issue is just they're basically gaining yards almost every play. There was, last drive by Girard, Galena did a great job, only allowing 5 yards and 4 downs. It's pretty impressive. Since, saying the whole game, it's been kind of one-sided, but they just really need to just find.
Yeah, and remember what happened. It was a big run that it got called back due to a hold, or it was an illegal motion. This goes outside Ashbacher as he's going to be ran out of bounds. I believe he's going to be short. That was Botkin that pushed him out of bounds. So 7 yards on that. Brings up second down and 3. Trojans have done a heavy dosage of running here in the first half. Love in the backfield, lined up behind Towner. Handoff will. Quarterback. Nope, that is going to keep it throwing deep. And it's going to be a touchdown. That's Scott Moore in the end zone. And that's just a mismatch they had.
Yeah, that was
They're on the outside
mismatch.
Botkin, who's quite a bit smaller than Scott Moore. Moore just had to go up and catch the ball.
Yeah, Botkin was there. He was. Just if he was just a little taller, a little bigger. Scott Moore's a big guy. There's definitely a size difference there, and you really can't do much against that.
Well, there's really nobody the Bulldogs have that can. Girard's going to be throwing the ball. So attempt 2 points here again. They've been 2 of 2 tonight. Towner motions a guy. Towner's looking right now. He's going to throw in the back of the end zone. Caught is Gannon Clark. That's the 2-point conversion, as that's going to make it 24-0 with 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. We'll step away for 30 seconds, and we'll be back after this. So we're back. Score 24-0. Girard leads this one. Bulldogs on both sides of the ball really haven't done what they thought they were going to do coming into this game. And
kick.
Towner to Scott Moore's how they scored the last drive, and then 2-point conversion. Botkin with a good return, and he's going to drill 9-15 at the end of that play near the 30-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, when Botkin gets hit, it looks hard, but he always gets right back up, ready for the next play.
Yeah, the Bulldogs will start this drive at the 29-yard line. So Burkhart in the backfield, Botkin and McNeemer lined up to the near side. Turn, handoff, and nothing there for
the middle.
Coda Daniels with the carry, his first of the night.
Hey, you did see a little trickery there. Number 72 got tricked, and he pushed over the wrong person. So, I mean, hey, that's a plus, I guess. Because he broke through the line almost immediately through at the start of the play. He was there for the handoff, and I think he just thought that the handoff went to somebody else, and not really.
Yeah, Girard on the defensive line is doing a really good job getting off the blocks. And the physical, it's a
second down and 9.
It's a mismatch size-wise down in the trenches. So that's why we're seeing a lot of plays that the ball comes out quick. Botkin caught that. They're just calling a catch. They pick up about 4.
Great catch by Botkin.
Yeah. Good job going down, getting his hands under it, and just making sure you got it.
3rd down and 4.
And you just see how quick Perry's trying to get the ball out, because as soon as he snaps it, he has pressure coming after him.
Mm-hmm.
So 3rd down and 5 from the Bulldog 34-yard line. Perry's going to turn. Now he's going to roll out to the right. A flag's going to come in, extending the play. Nothing there. And he's going to dive. He's going to take out the yard marker. So he might have bent the pole. It looks bent to me.
Yeah, that is for sure bent.
Scrimmage on that. We'll put the flag in.
Still have a flag. It's going to be a hole with the Bulldog on Galena.
That's something you don't want to see on 3rd down.
Might see Girard decline it here. Yeah, they're going to decline the penalty. So 4th down and 5 now.
It being 24-0, you wonder if Galena's going to go for it, or if they decide to.
I don't think this is somewhere you're gonna go for it. You rarely go for it in your own territory unless game's on the line in 4th quarter. I mean,
it is 24-0, though. The game is kind of on the line. If they don't get something started now, it's going to be really rough. It's going to be an uphill battle the whole game. It already is, but.
Yeah, 4 minutes to play. This is going to be a high snap. Not much pressure coming after Perry, but this is going to be a line drive kick. It's going to roll. It's going to be a good Galena roll down near the 20-yard line. It's going to be down at the 21-yard line. So that's a good part by Jack Perry. Low line kick, but
especially compared to his last game, his weren't really on, but good job, Galena players getting there. So
last possession, they scored on a touchdown pass from Towner to Moore. Then there's been a pair of rushing touchdowns as well. And this could be a fumble, but picked right back up off the mat by
back up. Tackle made by number 50,
Corbin Bowen. Bowen's a freshman. I believe that's first play we've seen him in on.
The line of a gain of about a yard or 2. It's going to be 2nd down and
on a gain of 1. Clock under 4 minutes. Trojan at their own 21-yard line. Turn, handoff. Nope, now it's going to be a pitch.
Option
outside to Ashbacher. He's going to be tackled out of bounds. Devin Heddy and Caleb Burkhart, the two linebackers coming over to make that play. And I just realized, like,
out of bounds.
The last couple plays ago, Devin Heddy lined up at linebacker. Zane Turner usually playing linebacker, but Heddy's not lined up on the defensive line.
Yeah, I was confused by that. I was wondering if he was playing last game, but no, it is because Zane Turner was hurt. Yeah, or it's hurt.
Yep.
You know, Burkhart's been on the ball almost every single defensive play here. He's been doing a good job of finding where the ball is going to be.
Towner keeps it. First down, and Nemar's just going to hold on to his ankle, or he eventually brought it down. First down to Trojans, as they're probably going to bring some tempo into the offense now.
Trojans hurry up.
Under center turn, and outside to Ashbacher. Ashbacher stiff on one guy and pushed out of bounds.
Finally pushed out of bounds. That's number 15, Michael Endicott.
Endicott with the tackle.
On the stop for the Bulldogs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the 50.
So the Trojans, 2 plays now up to midfield. That's third play. The first play of this drive went basically nowhere. It was near fumble. That would have been a big turning point. So Trojans send 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Guy lined up behind Towner, turn, handoff up the middle, first right through, and brought down Dana 4.
Jared Webster there to clean it up. About a 6-yard gain for Mason Gilmore.
Trojans still got 2 timeouts. Bulldogs with all 3 timeouts. Timeouts might come in handy here if the Bulldogs can find a way to get off the field. Just hold Girard from scoring here. Hit right away. Heddy.
Make the stick.
Smart play. Coming up and making the tackle on the QB keeper by Towner.
Clean it up.
About a gain of about 4. So a third down and short for the Trojans. Third down and 2, ball on the Galena 46-yard line. 2:14 to play in the second quarter. Snap, turn, and they're going to pitch it outside, trying to get outside. We're going to have a flag come in. Not sure what that's on yet. Might be a holding. That's going to be Gavin Huber with the carry. It's going to be a hold on the Trojans, so that'll move.
Penalty, replay
move it back. So replay third down, and it'll be a third down and long now.
Third down and 9. Penalties from the spot of the foul.
Yep. So third down and 9.
Third down and 9 for the Trojans.
Trojans or Bulldogs defense now, thanks to that penalty that the Trojans they were holding, give the Galena defense a good chance here to stop them. So we're under 2 minutes till half. Here's going to be a timeout now.
And we've got
Coach Neopot doesn't look too happy over on the Girard sideline. So we'll take it with him. 30-second timeout, and we'll be back right after this. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and
or 141.
You should be able to support Red Onion
in the second quarter.
Some Galena athletics and all Galena activities.
Just wanted to let you know at the conclusion of the first half, we'll have the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance halftime show. All that at the conclusion of this half. But the Bulldogs defense faces a third down and 9. And Bulldogs can get a stop here. Might be able to,
for the Trojans at the 49-yard line,
do something on offense. Got 3 timeouts on their side. Turn, handoff. Love. It's going to be fumble. And it's going to be recovered by the Trojans, but that ball is on the ground for a little bit. That was Aaron Dubrava.
I apologize.
Who saw that on the ground and wisely picked it up.
And Dubrava recovered in front of the Trojans.
Yeah, Galena, if they see the ball on the ground, they really just want to jump on it as fast as possible. I mean, Galena had a chance to get that ball. I just don't think they realized it was on the ground.
Yeah, it came out late because it was delayed handoff. And then that was the second one this drive. Downer's going to keep it. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw. Has got wide open, but can't hit the guy. That was a big spot for the intended target. Brody McNeemer in coverage. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. Bulldog offense will come out and do a 1 minute drill.
Yeah, both turnovers on downs, and not to be negative here. They've been off of a holding call or something against Girard, giving Galena another chance and another 10 yards to hold them.
Yeah, this is Bulldogs' best starting field position of the night. Not a lot of time on their side, but they do have 3 timeouts, so they can stop the clock 3 times. Might just see him running, send it to Dakota Daniels outside. He's going to have a first down. We'll see if they roll the clock. They're going to call him out of bounds. So hold on, first down. And that'll stop the clock.
I haven't seen Dakota Daniels run the ball much, but that was a solid run by him.
Yeah.
Found the gap, found where he needed to run. It wasn't
I believe that was Dakota Daniels' first handoff of the game.
Great one at that. He got out of bounds too, stopping the clock. Galena does have 3 timeouts left, so there's a chance that they work their way all the way up the field.
Yeah, that's what we want to see here. Ball on the Girard 43-yard line.
Get some offensive confidence going into the second half. They're gonna have the ball, so
yeah,
they get something working here.
Yeah, they get the ball to start, so they can. That's going to be Burkhart with the carry. He'll break a couple of tackles, and he'll gain about 7 on the play. He's wrapped up down at the 35-yard line. Timeout. Bulldogs' first timeout.
Crossman, timeout, Galena.
So the Bulldogs gotten the 2 plays that are starting to threaten here. 40 seconds remaining, and still 2 timeouts.
6 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, Galena's doing a really good job.
All the orange out there.
I'm not really sure. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm not really sure exactly what they're doing different, but they're doing something. And what were you going to say, Cooper?
Yeah, I was going to say that 2 positive yards. I mean, haven't really got much on offense going. Here, run game specifically, but here something's clicking. Maybe the line's just getting off the box quicker and just pushing that Trojan line away. And there's definitely some good blocking out front of these runners, and they're running the ball hard and downhill, and that's what you want to see. So 2nd down and 4. 40 seconds remain in the first half. Here's the CNC matchup
for the Bulldogs.
Handoff outside. Dakota Daniels ripped down out of bounds. He's going to be near the line to gain. I think they're going to call him short of the line to gain.
1 yard gain for Daniels.
Yeah, it'll be short. So 2, 2nd down and 3.
3rd down and 2 for the Bulldogs.
3rd down and 3.
The 35-yard line.
Turn handoff. Burkhart up the middle is going to have the first down and brought down near the 30-yard line.
And he's thrown down.
The ball is on the ground, like 10 seconds. Clock under 20 seconds. Bulldogs still 2 timeouts. Turn, handoff
to
Daniels. Sheds a guy, and that's a flag that came in.
Gain of 7 yards.
It's going to be a hold on Galena.
Tackle made by Corbin Bowen.
There's a 5 on the play.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold on your Bulldogs.
Definitely don't want to see that. That kind of just ruins all the progress that they've made.
I'd probably just take a knee and go to half now. Unless you just throw a Hail Mary.
Oh, the clock ran for a few extra seconds. I wonder if they're going to revert that. Probably not.
So that'll put the ball at the 40-yard line, 39. Just 5 seconds, one away. Take us to halftime.
Yeah, we're going to let it go to half.
Now, so take us to halftime.
We do have the
24-0. The Bulldogs trail this one. Still a half to play in this one. We'll step away, and when we come back, we'll have the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance halftime show. All that coming up next. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know. It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
So welcome in to the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance 4-state agency serving Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri. Leah and her team have the products, services, and experience you're looking for. Give them a call today and see why they're more than just insurance. So we reached halftime here in this CNC rivalry, and it's been all Trojans to this point. The Bulldogs haven't had many plays in Girard territory. What are some things you saw there in the first half, Cole, that really stood out?
Well, I really did like there were some things I did like on the defense and offense. I think it was just the little things from both. I didn't see, a very dominant presence from the defense or the offense. It was kind of one-sided with Girard's both ways. But, towards the end, we got to see a lot better running game from the offense. They definitely developed throughout the game. They found new plays, and they found ways to kind of be I would say, less predictable. I think when they came out, they were very predictable against Girard. Girard kind of just was able to know exactly where the ball was going, either by the way they were lined up or by the way that maybe the players look. Who knows? I'm not out there. I don't know what their tell is, but there must be something that Girard's seeing to know where Galena is, because they're there almost every single time. Offensively, though, it was definitely the interceptions for me that I didn't like. But what I did like was, running the ball. And, Jack Perry seems a little more confident now than he did at the beginning of the game, because when he was airing it out at the beginning of the game, that was definitely a rough thing. Defensively, though, I do like how they're getting better at stopping Girard. They've had a few turnovers now on downs, and that's something you want to see. We saw a forced fumble too. They didn't recover it, but we still did see Girard fumble the ball, and Girard's almost been untouchable all game. And the fact that they did fumble it, that's always a positive to see. And then them stopping a few of them forced on downs. And I did like two players I've really noticed is I highlighted the wrong. Devin Hetty, Devin Hetty's always been a standout player, but Caleb Burkhardt, he's been actually real good this game. He's been almost every time Girard has ran the ball, thrown the ball, Caleb Burkhardt has made himself somewhat in the play for the most part, almost every single down.
Yeah, I agree. He's been reading plays well and getting in there when it's been necessary. At the start of this game, Girard was getting big run plays, big pass plays, and now the defense, they're still allowing first downs, and they've gotten 2 turnovers on downs now, and they're definitely going to have to stiffen up, but they've done a lot better job stiffing out when Girard's running it, and then also when Towner keeps the ball and then pitches it late. They've done a good job not committing to him and really just making him pitch it. And then, I like what I saw. And then you hit on that last drive, even though the clock was ticking and getting close to halftime, they were able to get some good run plays in that went for 6 and 7 and 8 yards, plays like that. And when you start adding those up, those are going to add up to first downs. They're going to add up chunk plays, and then it's going to be touchdowns. And that's what you want. And Galena doesn't have a lot of time to just come out here and run the ball a bunch in the second half, but they're definitely going to have to get that run game going if they want to come back and win this game. I totally agree. So that'll take us to our second halftime commercial break. So we'll step away, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. You're watching Bulldog Football on Galena Sports Live.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than Four States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena, locally owned and rooted in our community. Four States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with Four States Smart Car. For seniors, Four States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. Four State Pharmacy, where your health and community come together in Galena. Check us out online at fourstatespharmacy.com.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the Drug Facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the Drug Facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/Drug Facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
So welcome back to the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance Halftime Show. As we continue with about 5:30 until second half action begins, and we're going to get some stats here. There wasn't a whole lot of stats for your Bulldogs, but we'll try and get what we have up here in the press box and get it to you as soon as we can. I was trying to look at some scores. I saw that Iola and Parsons are tied 0-0 at half. I saw Riverton and Colgan were 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. I haven't seen a halftime score yet of that. I believe Cole's working on some of those scores over there. We'll try and get them to you as soon as we can. But for these Bulldogs, really, this is game 3 now. Still trying to figure things out, but in a couple weeks, we're going to be near mid-season, and we've seen some improvements, but it's really just hard when you come out here. Last week, Deontay Paul got hurt. He's not playing tonight. Casey Hopkins not playing, and Zane Turner we know about. It's really hard when that's what you game plan for all offseason. You've built your offense around what those players' skills are, which in Zane Turner, his skills are getting the ball to him out in the flat and getting upfield quickly and trying to break away. Go ahead, Cole.
Not only that, you have these players who aren't in, who you game plan around, especially Zane Turner, who is on offense, especially a standout player, and on defense. And then Casey Hopkins is out as well. He's good on both sides. But the issue also is you have players playing and they're not in normal positions. Devin Heddy, he's not usually a linebacker. He's usually on the D line. And this game he has to play linebacker to replace Zane Turner, because Zane Turner was playing the middle linebacker recently. So that's definitely something that is going to affect the whole team and what they're doing as well.
And they got a lot of this team, they didn't play at all last year, and there's very few. Hopkins and Zane Turner are two of the guys that played almost every snap last year, so it's hard when you're missing those guys. Jack Perry played last year. He lined up a wide receiver, but quarterback's a whole new role and a whole new ball game, so it's hard when you got to look, not much experience on the field, but it's an uphill fight for sure, and the rest of the season's going to be an uphill fight. I think you said that in the pregame, but Galena, they just got to capitalize on the opportunities taken. And one advantage that they could capitalize on is we saw the last time Girard had the ball, the 2 fumbles. You capitalize on those. You get the ball, you're set up, great field position. The 2 places they fumbled in their own territory. You're set up, and that could lead to a turnover ultimately. But 2:30 until second half action. We'll step away for our final commercial break of the halftime show. And when we come back, we'll cap off the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance halftime show here on Galena Sports Live.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
So welcome back to the Leah Smith halftime show here on Galena Sports Live. We got some stats we'll go over. Jack Perry is 2 of 5 with 2 interceptions, and he has 15 yards. Thatcher Botkin with the 2 receptions. He has 2 receptions for 15 yards. And on the running side, we've seen quite a bit of running plays. We've seen 17 run plays by the Bulldogs. Burkhardt has 8 of his own for 19 yards. Thatcher Botkin, 4 carries for -1 yard. And Coda Daniels has 4 carries for 18 yards. So not a whole lot of stats to go over on the Galena side. Hopefully they can fill that stat sheet up here once we start the second half. We got 2:15 left until second half begins. And it's gonna be a fun second half. Galena can't let it get away from them too quick. They get the ball first to try and put up some points and really set the tone is the word I was looking for the second half.
I think play-wise, I think Galena should just go for a second half win. I don't know that they're going to end up scoring 24 and not allow Girard any. I may be negative here, but I just don't really see that happening. But if they can kind of just win this second half coming out, just score more and just not allow Girard to score more than them in this whole second half, I think that's a win. Not a win for Galena, but a win in the sense of the rest of the season, because they're doing this without standout players, just like we were talking about last break. And so if they could show that they could do something without, or some positives without these star standout players, then I think that could show a positive for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and with the injuries, when there's an injury, there's new people that are going to step in, so new people are going to have to step up. And we haven't really seen that tonight. We saw last week a little bit when the injury started happening. There were some players that came in and had to start making plays, and we knew Botkin would come in. He'd be their number one guy in the receiving game, and he's played well. He's done what he can. There's just been constant pressure there all night, but you wonder, is there going to be somebody else that steps up on the defensive side, somebody on the defensive line that breaks through and really ignites a fire for these Bulldogs? We haven't seen it yet. We'll see if we see it here in the second half.
One thing I'd be amiss to not say is there definitely is a size difference. Now, you can't use that as an excuse, though, because, you're dealt the cards you're dealt, and it's just about the team and the coaches to work through that. So, but I regret not saying that. We didn't say it once during half.
Yeah, hard work beats talent all day. This is going to roll. Fielded at the 5-yard line by Botkin. He's going to cut back a couple times. Now he's met by a pair of Trojan defenders near the 13-yard line, where the Bulldogs will start their drive. A long field to go.
Ron Bruni on the tackle for Trojan.
Oh, almost forgot to change the quarter.
Come on, Coop.
So it's now third quarter. Halftime behind us. Both teams have had a while to talk things over in the locker room. See what kind of changes this Bulldog offense is going to make. Burkhart lined up behind Perry Turn. Handoff. That's Daniels. Hit right away and brought down. That's going to be Anthony Pike in on the tight tackle.
Daniels kind of had his first carry at the end of the second quarter there, the end of half, or right at the end of the first half. And now they're starting off with him, so maybe they have a little trust because his first carry he gained 5, 6, 7 yards maybe?
Yeah, he had that, broke off like a 10-yard gain. It was first down. It ended up not meaning anything, but ultimately here, pitch to the outside's Daniels. He runs hard. He's going to have a couple yards on that one. But it'll still be a third down and about 5 or it'll be longer than that. It'll be third down and 8 from the Bulldog 14-yard line.
Yeah, you can see that coach have a little more trust in Daniels now. He's ran it for the last 2, so
2 consecutive plays.
They see something that they like.
Now this is probably a passing situation. We don't see Jack Perry run too much. Might throw a little surprise in there where he runs. He's rolling out right. He's going to throw it on the run, and it's going to be caught. McNemar there. He breaks free. McNemar down the middle. Nobody in front of him. Pike chased him down. McNemar is going to be tackled at the 10-yard line. A big play there. Sets the Bulldogs up inside the Girard 10-yard line.
I got really nervous there. There's a Girard.
The Bulldogs are going to have goal to go. First down and goal to go from their own 10, or from the Trojan 10-yard line, rather. But Ashbacher was there. It almost looked like it was going to be a pick. It was just up there floating. And he overran it, and Neymar caught it. Oh, I don't know. So the ball's going to be loose and on the ground. And Girard's going to get it. As that's hard.
It's a
heart-wrenching, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great start, and it ends there. So I think it was
that's going to be
Anthony Pike that forced the fumble.
It was just a really hard hit. That's all it was. Kind of got blindsided in a way. I don't think he was ready for it.
Yeah, and that hurts. I mean, McNemar was so close to the end zone, and 10 yards was the difference there.
There was some sort of flag on the field.
There could have been some unsportsmanlike penalty.
I think there might have been.
They haven't moved the ball. I don't think there was a penalty.
There was a flag down. I saw it on the little playback, but
ball didn't move, so
yeah, who knows?
So Trojans take over on the fumble by Galena. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Yeah, it was a keeper by Towner. He pushes forward for about 4 or 5 yards.
Long on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, with that fumble, he went for a spin, and number 72, he's a big guy, just came in and kind of pancaked him there. I was just watching it back on the stream. I rewinded it, yeah.
So 2nd down and 5 for Girard. Towner takes snap, turn, handoff up the middle. Going to go straight ahead for a first down, about 10 yards on that play. And that was Mason Gilmore with the carry.
Yeah, Webster on tackle for the ball. Why did it?
So Towner, under center, takes snap. Quarterback keeper by Towner. He comes up over the near side, still on his feet, first down and more. As he's going to get up to the 45-yard line, about a 20-yard gain. Botkin in on the tackle. Trojans continue to move the chains like it did in the first half. Showing the run game to be too much so far. Towner under center. High snap. Got away from him a little bit. Just gonna make something out of nothing and pick up about one or two.
If you're Galena, you really want to punish those mistakes.
Yeah,
he still was able to make a gain off that.
They've had a couple of those high snaps, but Towner's taller guy. I mean, he looks short down there in the huddle compared to that offensive line of Girard, but there's been a couple of those snaps. 24:08, 8 minutes remain in the third quarter.
One thing I see is Jack Perry's not playing defense right now. They have Thatcher Balkin at safety. I don't know if he's...
Pitch outside. It's going to be Ashbacher. He goes around the right side, first down, and has more. He's still on his feet. He's going to hit one guy, and he'll be pushed out of bounds near the 22-yard line. So a big play from midfield and down near the red zone by Ashbacher. Girard has marched right down this field. It was a long field to go as it started at their own 10-yard line. Ball now on the 23-yard line of Galena. Pitch outside. McNemar wraps around his ankle. Now some help's going to come in. He's going to be swarmed and dropped. It'll be a loss of about 4 once again. And then made the initial hit.
Yeah, McNemar was there once again. That's what I'm saying. He's definitely shown up.
Yeah,
he's been a leader out there on defense. Sorry, I had a
and on the other side of the ball.
Little brain thing there. I just went blank for a second.
All right, so one receiver the far side, one the near side, and we're going to have a. Looks like Galena's going to be offside. Encroachment.
Yeah,
on offsides.
Every single Galena lineman just jumped there.
Yeah, that's a costly one. We haven't seen too many penalties on Galena tonight, but that one just gave Girard back the yards that they lost on that last play. Bring up 2nd down and 9. Trojans will send 2 receivers out to the far side. And one to the near side. Towner drops back looking right. He's going to fire it across the middle. Picked off. Michael Endicott. Endicott comes up with a big interception for the Bulldogs as they shut that Trojan drive down.
Great job by Endicott. He kind of just snuck up on him, and as soon as it was thrown, right in front of him, grabbed the ball.
Yeah.
Straight in front of his hands.
And he was there step for step with him the whole time, jumped in front of that route and intercepted. I initially thought Towner was going to try and throw the end zone. They had Pike had a step on the outside, but that was better than he threw there. And Trojans turnover of their own. Both teams with turnover now in the second half. Galena catches a break. Turn, handoff. Botkin is going to be pulled back and brought down by Coatsman.
Short loss on the play.
Yeah, Michael Endicott seems like he only plays one side of the ball. That's why we don't really see him much, but he's only a sophomore this year, so that was a really good job by him. I mean, that was...
Yeah, it was a good play. And
like, he played it well, too. It wasn't just a dumb throw by the quarterback. It was just... He was kind of just sneaking up. He seemed like he wasn't there, and he just hopped right in front of it right when it was thrown.
Right. Four receiver set. Quick throw out to Burkhart. Nice throw, nice catch, but just nothing there. He's met right away. Ashbacher and Anthony Pike both in on that tackle.
Giving up 2 yards.
2-yard gain. Third down and long for Galena. Officially third down and 10. Bulldogs need a score here. They haven't got on the scoreboard yet, but got to start doing some scoring early. So this is a big third down. Barry rolling out right. He's going to throw it. It's going to be caught. Coda Daniels tackled out of bounds. First down, Galena.
Galena offensively is showing a lot here.
Yeah, that's two players that have stepped up.
Galena in general is showing a lot right now. I mean, that throw kind of saved that drive there for sure.
They needed that third down, and now it's two big plays. We had Brody McNemar had that big play on the first drive of the second half, and there see Coda Daniels in the pass game and starting to find some different weapons. Turn, handoff. Burkhart's going to be spun down. And there was nothing there. It's going to be a loss of about 4. So second down and 14 is what it'll be. He's been getting through almost every time. We're going to have a timeout. Some confusion on the offensive side by Galena. Their first of the second half, so we'll take it with them. 30-second timeout on the field. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than Four States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena, locally owned and rooted in our community. Four States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with Four States Smart Car. For seniors, Four States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. Four State Pharmacy, where your health and community come together in Galena. Check us out online at fourstatespharmacy.com.
So third quarter, 3:35 remains, and Bulldogs with the football behind the chains, second down and 14. That's what they have coming up. They called their first time out of the half. A little bit of confusion on offense, so we'll see what they draw up here. Low snaps get bounced on the ground. Burkhart fields it. He's going to be slammed down. Nothing there, but a flag comes in. It's going to be a hold on Galena, so it'll back him up even more. So now it'll be a second down and very long. They'll decline the penalty, so it'll be third down.
Yeah, either way, it's a loss of yards. I think declining it was definitely a smart play by Girard.
Yep, third down and long. Perry rolling out. He's going to throw it out of bounds.
Smart play by Perry. He didn't go for the throw. He's about to get sacked. He threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, he had nothing there. Now they're going to have to You got to punt here. Maybe 4th down and long.
On your own half of the field, unless they're wanting to go for a comeback.
And that is Hayden Ashbacher, the return man for Girard. And for Galena, be Jack Perry to kick it away. Low kick. It's going to bounce, and it'll be downed at the 31-yard line by Brody McNeamer.
Yeah, Jack Perry kind of, when he punts it, it's kind of like these line drive kicks that land a little early but have a real powerful bounce on them.
Yep.
And roll for a while.
Hit a good one earlier that went down inside the 10-yard line.
Yep.
So Girard will take over with the football. 3:01 to play. They've held Galena to a shutout, and Galena hadn't been able to get much on offense so far. Been a struggle to start the season, and they've ran into some good teams to start this season. Quick throw by Towner out to Pike. Pike's going to be brought down by Devin Hetty. It'll be about a 4-yard gain. 4 or 5. Call it 2nd down and 5.
After that 5-yard gain on push down, 2nd down and 5.
2 receivers to the near side. Turn, handoff up the middle's Love. 1st down and a little bit more. Still on his feet. Now he's going to be swarmed by Galena defenders and eventually brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's definitely not what
Keegan Gabrielson tackle on the play. Going on. But we're going to have an injury on the field. So
I think he's just cramping.
Yeah, hopefully that's the case. But we'll step away for a second while they clear things up on the field, and we'll return here in 30 seconds on Galena Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
All right. We're back. 2:13 in the 3rd quarter. And stay up to date on all of our broadcasts at varsitysportslive.com. Full broadcast lineup, stories, and more are at varsitysportslive.com. Up to 10 broadcasts per night, live local sports in Southeast Kansas with Varsity Sports Live. And Lockhan off the field appears that he'll be all right walking under his own power.
He's winding it.
And now we'll signal to roll the clock. Turn, handoff Towner up the middle to Love. Goes behind that big line of Girard.
Seems Endicott, the one who had the interception, came in for Thatcher Botkin.
Oh, nice.
So we'll get to see him out there.
Good play.
Oh, wait, no, this is
Girard, but
no, it's Jack Perry who came in. I am having a big brain fart. I was paying attention to something else, and that is on me.
So Towner under center. Love lined up directly behind him. Turn, handoff Love. Hit by Hetty. It would be close. I'm not sure that he got it. I think it'll be 3rd down and 1.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's probably 4 down territory, but find a way to get in the backfield and hit him in the backfield for a loss of a couple would be real nice.
They're down in 2.
They're down in 2, what they'll call it officially. Keeper by Towner. Oh, almost hit. It's going to be a first down, but I think that was Braden Buckaloo. Had a chance to make the tackle, and it would have been 4th down, but Towner was able to shed Buckaloo.
And just enough for a first down. That was first down for the Trojans.
Under a minute's play in the 3rd quarter, Trojans pick up another first down. They've been fishing all night, picking up first downs.
Going to hold him for 30 more seconds, though. That'd be the whole 3rd quarter without Girard scoring.
They could use another interception.
Wow.
I thought Love had it, but Towner's going to keep it there. He'll be brought down close to the 20-yard line. It'll be good for a gain of about 7.
Taking down to 3.
So that'll wind the clock and end the 3rd quarter. The score at the end of 3, 24-0, Girard. We return with 4th quarter action after this quick break. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans. 4th quarter action set to get underway in a matter of moments. Just heard Colgan is beating Riverton 35-0.
Yeah, and Baxter Springs is losing to Apton 12-9. So that's a close game over there. Go watch it. Baxter Sports Live.
Hand out to Ashbacher. Outside, 1 man to beat, and he's going to go into the end zone. We got a flag here. They say it's a hold on Girard, I believe.
Holding against Girard. Clay will come back.
Yeah, hold on Girard.
We've got an injured player on the field.
So that'll wipe that play off. And back him up behind the chain. Well, yep. So it was 10 yards from the spot of the foul, but from the spot, so it's 2nd down and 2. So really the penalty didn't do anything. It did. It took off the touchdown, which is the most important part, but they're still 2nd down and short. One receiver to the near side. Pitch outside is going to go to Ashbacher. Same play, just the other way. And brought down is going to be Caleb Burkhart.
Hey, Knockback was the ball carrier.
Ashbacher will pick up the first down. And the ball will be at the Galena 16-yard line. So Girard's continued to just run the ball behind that big offensive line. Mixed in multiple guys. Love, Ashbacher. This one's going to be Love straight up the gut. Going to dive forward, be brought down near the 5-yard line. Start marking down at 7. Let's pick up about 9.
He settled down and run. Ball with the 7.
Towner takes snap, turn. Nope, keeper. Towner's going to be near the pylon. They're calling a touchdown for Girard. Towner, 7-yard scramble. Extends the Girard lead to 30-0, 10-11 to play in the fourth quarter. They're going to go for 2. They've done it every time this game, 3 for 3. And you know that defense is starting to get tired because they've been on the field a lot. I mean, Girard's been in possession most of the game on offense, and it's been a heavy dose of run. So you know that defense is starting to get worn down, and you see it really on this drive. Love is going to, his attempt's going to be no good. Devin Hetty came in and stuffed him. So it's no good. Trojans score and extend the lead 30-0 as Bulldogs football, when we come back, need to score desperately. We'll be back after this. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
So quarterback keeper by Towner to score for Girard, extends the lead. Now they will kick the ball off. That's Perrin Stevens kicking away. Coming on to catch it, it's Brody McNeemar, muffs it, now just jump on top of it. Where it'll be at the 25-yard line. Jack Perry and company come back onto the field, try and get some kind of points on the board. Bulldogs trying to prevent a shutout. Been offensive struggles all night. And now this one's almost put on ice. It's going to be almost impossible to make a comeback, but just keep fighting. Handoff goes to Burkhart. Plunges up the middle. Be about a 5-yard gain.
A 5-yard gain. Tackle was made by number 50, Anthony Hart.
So 2nd down and 5 for Galena. Burkhart running with some aggression. And the Bulldogs take on Columbus next week, who's losing 28-6 to Field Kinley right now. So not very sure how battle-tested Field Kinley is, but we know Columbus lost a lot of players. This play will be whistled dead. Oh, we have a timeout. Galena called timeout. Coach Martin called timeout for the Bulldogs. So we'll go ahead and take it with them as they have a 2nd down and 5 when we return.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
Fourth quarter action. Bulldogs take their second time out of the half, one remaining. And not a lot's went their way this game. Certainly say that. But the thing about football is you'll get another chance next week. Still early in the season, but not something Bulldog fans are used to. They're used to winning football. Here's Galena's been one of the most consistent programs. This year, having a struggle to start the season, but still hope. And, the CNC is one of the tougher leagues to play in 3A. Every year it's tough. So it's every game's hard. Nothing's going to be given. It's going to be a loss of about 6 or 7 on that play. It's McNemar that ran it, broke a tackle, ran all the way around, and eventually got brought down. But Perry will hand it off, and I think that's Burkhardt he gave it to. He's hit right away. That Botkin. So Pike in there on the tackle. As it's fourth down now. Probably we'll see Galena just go for it. Just punt it away. Ashbacher to return for Girard. This one's going to be low, but bouncing. Galena favored bounce. And down at the 39-yard line in Trojan territory, they'll set up shop. Trojans have had no issue getting points on the board tonight. Just about 7:40 remaining this game. Not sure how much longer we'll see their starters out here. They lost in blowout fashion last week in a game against Colgan at Hutchinson Field up there in Pittsburgh, Kansas. They really got it handed to them by Colgan, but they're doing a little bit of the same to the Bulldogs here.
It looks like Cam Smith is in for quarterback right now. So he's that freshman QB that we were talking about at the beginning of the game. We thought maybe he was starting because we saw him the only quarterback warming up. So now the Girard Trojans elected to put him in. So
yeah, Jake Towner won't be in the game now. Want to see what kind of young talent they have in their freshman Cam Smith. Looked like he threw a pretty good ball in warm-ups. We were watching him throw and do a solid ball. We'll see. Probably going to see a heavy dose of runs here. That's going to be a handoff. Nope, pitch outside. And that's Calvin Huber. He's going to have a first down and more. Out of bounds.
Seems like so far Girard really doesn't hand it off to the running back. They usually just elect to pitch it out.
Yeah, they're using multiple weapons, a lot like last year where they had multiple different weapons. They had the quarterback could run. They had a trio of running backs that really could run it. It was a lot like Galena. Galena and Girard had a lot of the same offense, and this year both teams have had to make some big adjustments, a lot of new names, faces, still run the same style offense, but a lot of guys still getting used to the offense because both senior classes for these teams were horrific.
See?
This goes outside to Huber, breaks one tackle, now down the sideline. It's going to be a race. Botkin and I believe that was Burkhart. Yeah, Botkin and Burkhart were in there making tackle. But that's a big run for Huber. Huber's a freshman on this team also, so we've seen a couple freshmen for Girard in the game. Clock will wind under 6 minutes before the next snap. Galena trying to stop the Trojans from yet another touchdown. And
or timeout.
Yeah, there'll be a timeout by Girard. Neil Philpott, coach over on the other sideline, calls timeout there. 5:41 remaining, all Trojans in this one. And we'll step away for 30 seconds. We'll return. Trojans face a first down and goal from the Bulldog 9-yard line after this.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have two convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
So welcome back, everyone. Both teams now, that was Trojan's first time out of the half, as they had some communication issues there in the huddle with some new faces in there. But the Bulldogs looking to get a stop here, turnover on downs, try and get the ball in their possession and at least score, put some points on the board and prevent a shutout. So this is going to go outside, spin, and a dive towards the end zone. Looks like he's going to be in. That's Levi Blair with the touchdown to extend the lead to 36-0 Girard.
Keep clock running.
Yep, they're going to call signal rolling clock now, so the clock won't stop. So not a lot to be happy about, as Bulldogs are going to fall to 0-3 with this game. Said they'll take on Columbus next week. Girard will take on Frontenac, which Galena, I believe that'll be the last game of the regular season for your Bulldogs. Oh, I was saying that Girard takes on Frontenac next week, and that's Galena's last game of the season, like the last regular season game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I believe so. I could be wrong.
So
but the 2-point conversion was good, so that extends it to 38-0. Bulldogs going to get another chance to score with the clock running. But they've surely missed Zane Turner tonight, as he's very first down. Brings a whole new aspect tonight. Really showed what he means to this team, and also Tiante Paul too.
And Casey Hawkins, and there's a lot of injuries overall, a lot of starters injured, and
Girard's a good team.
Even Hayden Qualls was hurt, and he's another standout player.
He's been out to start the season. He's running last year. So Stevens will kick it off for Girard. Stick around after this. We'll have the post-game show. We'll recap this game. Neymar spins off one down the sideline, up near midfield into Trojan territory. And that's a good return. Neymar's had some highlight plays. He had that one catch near midfield and almost broke it off for a touchdown that That was to start the second half. That looked to be good start to the second half, and then he's had some nice plays on defense, really stepping up. Yeah, McNemar Jr.
Timeout, Galena.
We're going to have a timeout by Galena.
Timeouts to stop the clock, even though it's rolling.
So under 3 minutes in this one. Coach Martin wants to take a timeout and talk it over with some of his guys as we kind of start the pregame, I guess, but
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of positives to this, a few positives, a few things that should be pointed out. I think I kind of want to save them for the post game, though. So, I mean, unless you got something to say, you want to say right now?
It's hard to have. There is some positives, but when you lose like this, there's generally not a lot of positives that come with it. You know that there's a lot of work to be done at practice the next week, and football's hard. You get a week in between games, tough on your body, and a lot of game prep to be done for next week against Columbus. Columbus, team that seems to be struggling also. They dropped their 2 games this season also. Looks to be that they'll lose this one. Galena's going to have their backups in now. That was Jeremiah Davis. He's a freshman for the Bulldogs. And that's freshman quarterback also, Gannon Scaro. Scaro takes the play into the huddle. And then not much left to say here.
Quarterback side of the 12 game.
Handoff. It's going to go to the outside. Keegan Gabrielson. He's going to have the first down up near the Trojan 37-yard line.
Gabrielson's got some speed on him. Got that outside edge pretty easily.
Yeah, only a sophomore. I haven't marked here as a starter, so haven't seen a whole lot of him tonight, but you're right, Cole. It was a good-looking run. So make sure and stick with us at the conclusion of this, where we'll do our post-game show and recap the game, stats, and some key plays from the game. This will be a handoff to Jeremiah Davis. Picks up a couple and brought down at the 35-yard line. So probably 1 or 2 more plays for Galena. It's about a minute left on the clock. Handoff goes to Gabrielson. Finds a gap and brought down, first down, and up to the 25-yard line. About 10 yards on that play. And then tough start to the coaching era for Coach Jacoby Martin. And I don't think they're going to snap it again. Now probably just in the game, as it's going to be 38-0. The Bulldogs drop this one. And we'll recap it here on the post-game show. So it's going to be final here from Galena, Kansas. Bulldogs fall to 0-3. Trojans improve to 2-1. And we'll recap it all on the post-game show. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Dad, you need to go.
Really?
It's important.
I feel fine.
Look, you cannot mess around with this kind of stuff. Some cancers, man, we just don't want to lose you from something we could have caught.
What I need to do?
You just give your doctor a call. They'll tell you what screening test you need.
Fine. Can I have my pie now?
Oh, man.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas?
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
So welcome into the post-game show here on Galena Sports Live. And the Bulldogs dropped this one 38-0 and fall to 0-3. Really a tough loss, injury-ridden game. A big, strong, a physical Girard team that came in here. They were hungry after last week, and they were the better team tonight, and scoreboard reflects that. But for Galena, back to work, and all you can do is focus on next week at this point. Definitely a tough game, and not a whole lot to say about it, but hopefully they can get some guys back from injury next week against Columbus. Columbus looks to be struggling at the start of the season. Both teams in the same boat. Seems like getting a lot of new faces on both sides of the ball. And it'll definitely be an interesting game out in Columbus next week. But for this game, Girard, they were flying around the ball, and on the defensive line, they weren't allowing much in that run game. What did you see out there, Cole?
I think that offensively, Jack Perry definitely got better at throwing the ball. That's one thing we didn't see in the second half was any interceptions. He threw the ball out when he didn't have any pass that he thought were open. He had 2 completions, maybe more than 2. I just remember 2 specifically. One, McNemar took it almost to a touchdown. He showed his speed, and that was an impressive play. And then the other one was to I think it was Coda Daniels. I'm not exactly sure who that second one was to, but it was just kind of a pass that was noticeable that made quite a few yards. Maybe it was like 10 or 15 yards. And I just think that that's a positive that he showed showed a lot more. I think with this game, the biggest thing to me is there's a lot of what ifs. There's a lot of injuries, and you just want to say, like, what if these players were there? I just think that 38-0, even with those players, is really hard to come, like, even if they had those players. I know it wouldn't be 38-0. It would have been a lot better of a game, but I don't know if it would have been as dominant as some of us would like to say, or what it, you know what I mean?
I wholeheartedly agree, Cole. You could sit there and say those all day long, but the reality of it is another tough loss, and it's tough when you start off a season like this, knowing the history of this program, and there's even more pressure than ever on Coach Martin right now. He's like they're getting after it at practice, that, but
Coach Martin was just dealt. It's a rough hand. He's had a lot of injuries, also size-wise. Girard's just a lot bigger of a team. They were.
Injuries are just, it's just
part of football.
You can prepare for. I mean, it happens. It's next man up. That's all it is. And you talked about the passing in the second half. We didn't see as much passing, but also when it was passing, it was more conservative. Those first two drives, there were passes that were trying to throw it about 20 yards, I would say, and just throwing it up in the air for grabs. Perry got a lot smarter and saw that if there was nothing there, he just threw it away. So that's showing signs of him improving and reading through his progressions. Nothing's open. He scrambles, trying to extend the play. And if there's nothing, he runs and tries to gain a little bit. If not, just throw it out of bounds and next play. See what you have next play and get a new play call.
And also something about Perry that we don't talk about much is he's only a junior. Girard's quarterback, he was a senior. There's a big difference between going from junior year to senior year, especially with it being Perry's first year playing quarterback. I'm not sure what he did, back in his years, but for his high school life, this is his first year playing quarterback. So, he has a lot of growth to be made, and he's still young and he still can make it. So,
yep, I agree. So we'll take our second commercial timeout of the post-game show, and we'll be back in 3 minutes.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than Four States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena, locally owned and rooted in our community. Four States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with Four States Smart Car. For seniors, Four States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. Four State Pharmacy, where your health and community come together in Galena. Check us out online at fourstatespharmacy.com.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up. We're fed up. We're fed up.
All right, there. Welcome back to the post-game show here as we continue it on Galena Sports Live. The Bulldogs just ran out of luck in that game, and I don't really have much to say at this point. Just trying to get some more of these commercials in. Still have plenty of openings if anybody's interested. Just go ahead and reach out to BJ Harris.
I think one thing to note is I think a lot of players are actually coming back next week. I'm not 100% sure. It's just some things I heard that some players will be coming back. I'm not going to say who, but I think that next week we'll have a lot more healthy of a team. We did see a lot of Galena players get down, but nobody really came off the field other than Thatcher Bakken, but I think he went back in and he walked off the field as well. I'm not sure what happened, but
that's a really big part is the injuries coming back, and you don't know. I don't know exactly specific injuries, but I do know that there's some injuries that you think you're like, it doesn't feel that bad today and I'll be good next week, but some just, they they sting a little bit longer than you would like, and you never know. Everybody heals different, and you would like them to heal overnight, but that's just not the reality of it. And
adrenaline's a big thing too when you're out in that field. It's like about 15 seconds after, you're on the ground, you're like, oh, I'm totally fine. You get up, and then it just starts hurting. And by then the play's already started, so you can find yourself in a bad position.
Especially some of these guys, their senior year, they want to be out there for guys like Zane Turner, guys like Casey Hopkins, guys like Deontay Paul. Those guys, it's their senior year. It's their last chance to play unless they're going on to play college. And you hate having an injury to go with it. So I don't really have anything else left to say, Cole. If you don't, we can go ahead and put a cap to this stream, and we'll see.
I guess something to leave it off on is just, there's a lot of things that can be worked on. I think the Galena team has a lot of directions they can go with their team, and I think they, at the end of the season, could be a lot better of a team than they are now. And I think the score of this game shouldn't discourage them that much. I think they should really just look at the positive things and the things that they can physically work on. Because, hard work beats talent. So
every day. Exactly right. Yep. So we'll end it here. Stay up to date on all our broadcasts at varsitysportslive.com. Full broadcast lineup, stories, and more. Or at varsitysportslive.com. Up to 10 broadcasts per night. Live local sports in Southeast Kansas with Varsity Sports Live. So we'll be live next week. Pregame at 6:40, kickoff at 7 in Columbus. We'll have that for you here. So look forward to bringing that one to you live on Galena Sports Live. And thank you to everybody tuning in tonight as Bulldogs fall to 0-3. Trojans improve to 2-1, as that is going to be it